Hello, 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 and welcome. My name is Celia Farran. I am coming to you live from Whidbey Island, Washington. Please type to us and let us know where you are tuning in from. Just going to get a few things ready here while we're waiting for some folks to arrive. And so you know, this time I'm not going to be focusing on the chat room. I've actually made it so that I can't see it, so I won't get distracted. I will read all of your comments in the chat later, I promise. I want to focus on getting the flow of the music. I've picked out a handful of songs that are women's empowerment goddess songs to celebrate International Women's Day, which is today. And donations from this concert are all going to be funneled through a GoFundMe for a project that I'm working on with a bunch of other amazing artists, 19 artists altogether, working on a project where we've all written a song for an album called The Red Album, and it is Pagan Voices for Reproductive Rights. More on that as we move forward. So welcome, 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 everyone. And please do type to us and let us know where you are tuning in from. Let's get started with a song that I like to sing that feels like it fits with this theme. It's called Earth Girl. I wrote this song, many years ago. It's on my Breathe album. Let's get that plugged in, shall we? It's on my Breathe album. And in this song, you'll hear something that's called mouth music. I think you'll catch on. I had green grass. I had bare feet. To this day, I'll tell you true, it was my purest love affair. But I crave lights and city streets, and I knew I couldn't quit until I found myself right there. And now I don't know what I'm doing here. This city must be run by fear, but life back in the country sure would bore me to no end. Teach me how to get it back. I learned a lot, but still I lack the earth girl in my middle. She's my only. I am the I had trees, I had the sky, and they loved me to the core, but I simply didn't care. I wanted speed, living higher rises. Knew I couldn't quit until I found myself right there. And now I don't know what I'm doing here. This city must be run by fear, but life back in the country sure would bore me to no end. Teach me how to get it back. I learned a lot, but still I lack the earth girl in my middle. She's my only. I am the oh baby, la da 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 la da da la da da la da da da. Now I'm back. Yes, I've returned, and I will not turn around, 'cause all my bridges have been burned, but that's alright. I'll be okay. Just don't look me in the eye yet, 'cause I've been taught to look away. I'm gonna take some time off, that's the deal. I'm gonna slow it down so my soul can heal, 'cause life back in that city sure would tear me up again. teach me how to get it back. I learned a lot, but still I lack the earth girl in my middle. She's my only Everybody. No? All right. She's my only new best friend. Earth Girl. As I mentioned, that song is on my Breathe album. And speaking of albums, I want to talk a little bit more about the Red album and this project that I'm really proud to be a part of. So this is a really cool thing, and let me read this to you. The Red album is Pagan Voices for Reproductive Rights, is a compilation album to raise money to support abortion access and reproductive human rights organizations. Some of the artists, 19 of us: Alexian, Alexander James Adams, Brian Hankey, myself, Crow Women, Ginger Ackley, Kira Lang, Krista Chapman Green, Louis Garreau, Mama Gina, Marin King, Mr. E, Pan Fried, Richard Anthony Williams, S.J. Tucker, Spell Singer, Spiral Rhythm, Sue Balashak, and Sydney Michael. So that it's 19 different artists that have written songs specifically for this album and this project, which will be released on June 24th this year, a little bit later. We're still working on pulling everything together, and we need to raise some funds. So if you feel moved, please go to the GoFundMe link, which is down here scrolling. I also made a clickable link for you, so go check that out. I don't want you to send any money to me for this concert. Send it directly to the Red album so that we can make this project really fly. Thanks for all that. So I'd like to sing a song for you now called She Needs a Goddess. We're doing all women's empowerment songs this evening. Let me get this ready for you. There's a little loop part. This song is only available to my Patreon subscribers. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, you can go look this up. And if you're not, you can become one and get access to over 200 songs. It's a lot of songs. Here we go. Real, real, so real. She feels so real, so real. So real, she feels. She found a soul-sucking vampire man. She had to get away. And every time the poor girl tried, he'd suck her of her energy. She tried tarot cards and voodoo dolls and California sage. She cried Buddha, Allah, Jesus, Muhammad, save me. But she needs a goddess to pray to. She needs a goddess she can relate to. She needs a woman who knows how she feels. 'Cause she feels everything, 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 everything 360 degrees and fifth dimensionally real. So real. She got trapped in his vortex, could not break free. And every time the poor girl tried, the rug got ripped from beneath her feet. She tried setting goals and drinking bowls of ayahuasca tea. She cried Buddha, Allah, Jesus, Muhammad, rescue me. But she needs a goddess to pray to. She needs a goddess she can relate to. She needs a woman who knows how she feels, 'cause she feels everything, 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 everything 360 degrees and fifth dimensionally real. So real, so real. She feels, and the priest always gets something to say. But the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost being the only way. Even her mama bought into the deal. But there is no God who can feel what she feels. She needs a goddess to pray to. She needs a goddess she can relate to. She needs a woman who knows how she feels, 'cause she feels everything, 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 everything 360 degrees and fifth dimensionally real. So real, so real. She feels so real, real. She feels 360 degrees and fifth dimensionally real. She needs a goddess. It's only available to my Patreon subscribers. If you're interested, you can go to patreon.com/Celia Farran, sign up there, get access to tons of music, tons of it. If you could measure music in tons. I never thought of it that way. Next song I'm going to do for you is called Kuan Yin. And I don't sing it very often, so I'm going to go get my lyrics for that. And it's on my Red, Alabaster, and Blue album, and it felt right for today's concert for International Women's Day and to raise some money for the Red Album Project. I'll be talking a little bit more about that. If you're just coming in now, feel free to tag friends, bring them along, share this link wherever you share links, and also donate to the Red Album Project. There should be a clickable link down below or wherever the description is, as well as one scrolling along on the ticker tape there as well. The Dragon Mug. Some of you may have seen this on my social media over the years. The Dragon Mug. I'm enjoying it very much. Thank you, Judith. All right. So this one's called Kuan Yin. Also a women's empowerment song and bringing in the energy of the goddess Kuan Yin. Let's see. Kuan Yin being the goddess of compassion and the goddess of protecting children. So you'll get the gist of it as we do this song. I think I changed my mind. I'm going to do this in a different key. Yeah. It's been 2 years, 2 months and 5 days. He comes straight from the prison, saying, honey, I've changed. Saying, she's my flesh and blood, I am her old man. You are still my woman. I say, the hell I am. Oh, no. It says, baby, baby, I know I made mistakes. Ready to claim what is mine, I'm even back pay. Well, he's got a daddy now, and he treats me like a queen. His love is real, your money's make-believe. I hold my little girl with arms so soft, but inside I am wild. I know I'll tear him limb from limb if he comes near my child. So I call for Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin, riding on your dolphins into my skin. Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin, protect little Morrigan from the whispering winds. She's innocent. Kuan Yin. He tries to look her in the eyes, says, honey child, do you remember me? Well, how's she supposed to know some bloke that she has never seen? You've overstayed your welcome, it's time for you to go. How arrogant to think that you could own her soul. She says, Mommy, Mommy, don't get mad, you know swears are a sin. She says, Mommy, Mommy, who's that man and why do I look like him? So I come for Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin, riding on your dolphins into my skin. Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin, protect little Morrigan from the whispering wind. She's innocent. Kuan Yin. Revenge is the little pill I swallow to hurt you. Why does it end up killing me? Oh, little child, I am not the one deserted you, but oh, little child, won't you forgive me? Well, just for the record, the system failed. They give rights to a criminal man just out of jail. And just because he knows just what to say doesn't mean he knows about the family way. It's gonna take a lot of long night talks and soulful listening. I'm gonna teach her how to speak her truth and how to call Kuan Yin. Oh, Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin, riding. Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin. Song called Kuan Yin, based on a true story of some things friends of mine have gone through in the past. Everything worked out pretty well in the end, so that's the good news. So that is called Kuan Yin. And I want to share a little bit more with you about the Red Album project. It's been a really great thing to be a part of. So well organized, great people, great musicians, great sentiment, and really strong values. So please, if you were thinking of donating for this concert, donate directly to the Red Album GoFundMe. That link should be clickable in the description as well as on the ticker tape down here below. Do check that out, please. And this project it's really great how it came about. Let me share a little bit with you. The idea for the Red Album was born during a panel discussion at Pagan Spirit Gathering in June of 2022. And during a discussion panel for pagan songwriters just after the announcement that Roe versus Wade was overturned, the panelists were inspired with passion to write protest songs for bodily autonomy, freedom to choose, and abortion rights. So that's how it all came to be during this panel discussion. I wasn't actually physically there, but I've heard stories about it, and that discussion is going to make history and a whole lot of music. So check that out. And let me see here also. There's some quotes that I'll share with you from some other artists about the album later. I just want to kind of sprinkle some information about that along the way. And I do plan to sing the song that I've contributed to the album as well, so stay tuned. Next song I'd like to do for you is on my Fire in the Head album, and it's called Erica. Erica is a real person in my life. I was real close to her when I was living in New York City, very early on in my career, my first leg of my career, which was theater and musical theater. Excuse me. And so I met Erica, and Erica told me a story about herself, that she was so sensitive as a child that she would cry when the garbage man came to take the garbage away. That's how sensitive she was. And this song fleshes that out for you. It's called Erica. Still live? Awesome. Every Monday, little Erica would sit by the porch steps and wait for the big old truck to take the trash away. One day she cried. That's not how it goes. Take the trash away. I have to think about how this song goes. Every Monday, little Erica would sit by the porch steps and wait for the big old truck to take the trash away. And every time she cried, there it is, the tears welled up from deep inside her. And one day, Mommy asked her, Erica, what's wrong today? And she said, nobody wants it. Nobody needs it. Nobody cares about the garbage anymore. I feel so guilty 'cause somehow I could have saved it. And I don't know what to do, Mommy, but keep from making more. 'Cause Erica, she knows she's connected to what grows. She's got the earth beneath her toes every hour of every day. When I need inspiration, all I have to do is call her, because Erica's connected and she'll never go astray. Well, little Erica got bigger and she grew into a woman, and she did what every woman does. She fell in love. Yesterday I called her and the rage brewed up inside her. I said, please tell me, Erica, what is the cause? And she said, nobody wants it. Nobody needs it. Nobody cares about their honor anymore. I feel so stupid 'cause somehow I should have seen it. And I don't know what to do, Cece, but keep on loving more. 'Cause Erica, she knows she's connected to what grows. She's got the earth beneath her toes every hour of every day. When I need inspiration, all I have to do is call her, because Erica's connected and she'll never go astray. Well, she moved to New York City 'cause she thought she'd reach more people, and she's got a lot of talent and she wants to share her art. Well, it didn't take too long before she found herself frustrated. I said, please tell me, Erica, what is in your heart? And she said, nobody wants it. Nobody needs it. Nobody cares about the magic anymore. They're wrapped up in their TV spectator sports and their commercials, and I don't know what to do but tell my stories more and more. 'Cause Erica, she knows she is connected to what grows. She's got the earth beneath her toes every hour of every day. When I need inspiration, all I have to do is call her, because Erica's connected and she'll never go astray. bushes get deeper beneath the toes every hour of every day. When I need inspiration, all I have to do is call her, because their miracles connected, and that's all I have to say. Erica, the song, again, that's on my, what album is that on? Fire in the Head. Mostly Irish songs, but there will be a couple of original songs on that album. And if you're interested in more Irish songs and Irish music, I will be doing a concert live in person right here on Whidbey Island with a group of other amazing musicians. That will be on St. Patrick's Day on the 17th. So if you are in the Pacific Northwest, feel free to come join us. I start at 7, go till 8:30, and there's other artists as well. And if you're not in the Pacific Northwest and you still want to check it out, I will be doing that concert on the 18th at, I think, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come check that out. There are tickets that you can get for that. And I think if you go to my Facebook page, you'll get the ticket link for that. There's also a ticket link for if you want to come in person. And if you get confused, don't worry, just send me a note and I'll get you the links and get you right where you need to be. So check that out for more information. I need to do a little adjusting here. Bear with me for a second. Need to do a few things. Give me 1 second. Da-da-da-da. All right. I think that'll be better than it was. Okay. So again, the Red Album, very cool project. Here's a quote from Kiki Williamson from Spiral Rhythm. She says, "They kicked a hornet's nest. Buzzing up from the angry hive, we bring you the Red Album. While we, the musicians who are building the project, are hurt and angry, we are also determined to give voice to the voiceless, make a rallying point in song, give our time and energy to making it clear that all human rights must be defended and that rulings such as the overturning of Roe cannot stand." That's from Kiki Williamson of Spiral Rhythm. Spiral Rhythm is offering a track for the Red Album, so check it out. Again, that link is down here below, and then in the description, you should be able to have a clickable link to donate to the project. Very exciting. We reached a really amazing thing happened the very first day we put the GoFundMe up. We had an anonymous donor who donated a lot of money for this project. So there's a lot of support. And as a result of that generosity, we are able to make the album even more poignant. And we're able to do things like buy advertising and get the word out there in ways that we grassroots musicians have very rarely had funds to be able to fuel projects like that. So thank you so much for your donations. And we don't even know who that donor is. That person chose to be anonymous, but my goodness, my graciousness, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, moving on to another song for International Women's Day. It's called My Selfie Soul. Let me get it ready for you. And again, I will read all of your comments later. I promise. I'm just trying to keep focused and staying on the music. So My Selfie Soul. I love singing this song. I am going to tune this up for you so that it's nice and sweet, and I'll tell you a little bit of a story while I do that. Somewhere off the coast of Ireland, or maybe it was Wales, or maybe it was Scotland, or maybe it was England. I'm not entirely sure, but there was a fisherman. And he was fishing one day out in the high seas, and something happened, as it does often on the seas. The weather changed, and he found himself in a storm alone and didn't feel like he was going to make it. He was tossed overboard, and he was saying his final prayers. And that's the last thing he remembered until he found himself awake on the sand, on the shore, with a beautiful woman to his right and a sealskin to his left. He had been saved by a selkie. A selkie is half human and half seal. They instantly fell in love, and he started courting her, and she would come to land, and they'd have wonderful adventures together. And when she needed to get soaked in the sea again, she'd put on her sealskin and go back to her Selkie people, and she'd come back and forth, and they fell so deeply in love. He proposed, and they married. And that was when everything changed. That's when he took her sealskin and he hid it from her. She was very sad by this, and she accepted it as her fate at the time. And she accepted her new life as a 100% human all the time. They had 2 children, 2 beautiful children, and each time a child was born, it was born with a sealskin. And each time a child was born, the fisherman took the skin and hid it away from them. Now, the Selkie woman could be found many times just simply staring out at the sea, longing, missing her time in the waters. And one day, the children were playing in the attic, and they got very excited, and they came to their mother, who was staring out at the sea once again. They said, "Mother, Mother, look!" They had 3 sealskins. They said, "Mother, my goodness, what are these?" The Selkie woman looked at her 2 children, and she looked at these 3 sealskins, and she looked at her children, and she said, "Children, come with me." They put on their sealskins, and they dove into the sea and went on wild, wonderful, wet adventures. And I'd like to think that they returned, but they didn't. And I'd like to think that if the fishermen would have allowed them to be who they truly were, that they would have returned again and again and again. However, this time it was the fisherman's chance to stare longingly at the sea in hopes and prayers that they might return. So let it be a lesson to all of us. If we love someone, set them free. If they want to, they will return. And let them be who they be, who they be. I've known lovers and still felt alone till your skin touched my skin, my sacred soul. But it's dry here, and the waves call me home. Hold me close, then let me go, and soon you'll come to know you will always get the best of me. My Selkie soul yearns for the water. My Selkie soul yearns for the sea. And if it's true that you love me, you will set my Selkie soul free. And I promise I will return once my heart's soaked up all of the sea. And if it's true that you love me, you won't take my belt from me. Please don't take my belt from me. I belong to nothing and no one, not even the sea. I belong to Great Spirit, and it has not been easy for me to love you and have to leave. Hold me close, then let me go, and soon you'll come to know you will always get the best of me. My silky soul yearns for the water. My silky soul yearns for the sea. And if it's true that you love me, you will set my silky soul free. And I promise I will return once my heart's soaked up all over the sea. And if it's true that you love me, you won't take my pelt from me. Please don't take my pelt from me. And if your soul is pure and your heart is true, then your heart will be my beacon on the shore. I will soon return to you with my undying love for you and so much more. My silky soul yearns for the water. My silky soul yearns for the sea. And if it's true that you love me, you will set my silky soul free. And I promise I will return once my heart's soaked up all over the sea. And if it's true that you love me, you won't take my pelt from me. And if it's true you really know me, you know I belong to both the land and the sea. That was My Silky Soul, and everyone always asks, and it is only available as a recording for my Patreon subscribers. Let me take that back. I believe I put My Silky Soul on one of the Goddess Songs compilations on Bandcamp. Those, I believe, are all name your own price right now. There's 2 different compilations. Each has 15 or more songs on them for Goddess energy. So please do check that out. And My Silky Soul is recorded on one of those. I had to rescind that earlier comment. So go check it out. Goddess Compilation 1 and Goddess Compilation 2 on my Bandcamp page, celiaonline.bandcamp.com. I don't think I have a clickable link anywhere, but it's pretty easy to find on Bandcamp. So check it out. So if you're just coming in now, check out the Red Album Project. It is slated to be released on June 24th of this year. We all have our songs turned in to the engineer. It's all been mastered, so that part's done. And now we're working on all the different pieces and parts that make an album release successful, including raising some money for the Red Album Project. So go to the GoFundMe. There's a link down here in the ticker tape, and there's also a link, a clickable link in the description. Hopefully you'll be able to find that. And please, if you want to donate to me for this concert, the way you can do that is donate to the Red Album Project. Really exciting stuff. All right, moving right along. The next song I'm going to do, and I'll talk more about the Red Album Project in a little bit. The next song I'm going to do for you is called Women with Wings. And this one's also on that compilation that I told you about, Goddess Songs. I'm not sure which one or two, not entirely sure. But check it out. Let me tune this up for you again because, you know, guitars sounding sweet are important, right? So please, if you're out there and you're watching either live or the replay will be available after we go live now. If you're out there, please feel free to tag some friends and share this link far and wide. Most of my concerts coming up are ticketed, where you need a ticket to be able to see it. This I'm doing differently as a donation for the Red Album Project. So this link you can share. If you want to get a ticket to the St. Patrick's Day show, which will air on March 18th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that you will need to get a ticket for. So I encourage you to do that so that you're all set up. All you have to do is click on the link when the show starts, and there I will be. So check that out. All right. Women with Wings. Some are delicate, all are strong. Some paint poetry, and some sing songs. Some are for soaring, while others heal. Some are gossamer, and some are steel. We are women of wisdom. We are women with wings. We embrace our radiance. We celebrate the masculine. We are women of passion, no matter what life brings. We are women of worth. We are women of faith. We are women with wings. As we prepare for flight, answering the call, we are filled with light, one and all. Nobody falls. Once we were captured, once we were burned. But like a phoenix from the flames, the goddess returns. We are women of wisdom. We are women with wings. We embrace our radiance. We celebrate the masculine. We are women of passion, no matter what life brings. We are women of worth. We are women of faith. We are women with wings. And as we women raise up our voices, hear the sound of the fluttering wings. And as we women gather together, the whole world is healed when women sing, when women sing. We are women of wisdom. We are women with wings. We embrace our radiance. We rise up singing. Women of passion, no matter what life brings. We are women of worth. We are women of faith. We are women with wings. We are women of wisdom. We are women with wings. We embrace our radiance. We celebrate the masculine. We are women of passion, no matter what life brings. We are women of worth. We are women of faith. We are women with wings. We are women of worth. We are women of faith. We are women with wings. We are women with Women with Wings. Yeah, I wrote that song a long time ago. I sang it for the Women of Wisdom conference in Seattle. I want to say 2007, 8, 9, something like that. Quite a while ago. That was before I even lived up here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm pretty new here, but I'm loving it. I'm calling it the land of the mermaids and fairies, and have really fun little thing that happened. There's a group of goddess women who dress up as mermaids here on the island, and they have fantastic outfits. And I saw them at the Muscle Fest in Coupeville this past weekend, and I said, I would love to maybe do my Selfie Soul, a music video, have you all featured. And one of the gals, I don't remember her name at the moment, but I'll reach out to her. She said, I just had a Selkie tail commissioned. Like, perfect. How much more perfect could that be? So I'm excited to share that with you. Who knows when that will happen? I've got so many projects on my plate, and, it's kind of fun that exists. All right, it's time to talk a little bit more about the Red Album. Let me get some information for you here. I'm going to read another quote so you get a sense of the integrity and the passion behind the project. Like I said, 19 pagan artists created an album so far. We've got 19 songs. There will only be 19 songs. And we've got all the songs so far recorded and ready to go. And we're pulling together all the other pieces and parts. And let me tell you, it's been a lot of details. Elaine Brown has been herding cats on fire. She's been an amazing organizer. And I'm really proud to be a part of this project with such great people, grounded, focused, people with passion and inspiration as well as rootedness. And when you find that in artists, that's really cool. And that's what's happening here. Very much like the Green Album project. All right, this is from Maren King. She says, "It is time we call the ancient goddess to come to our aid, and with their strength, goddesses to come to our aid, and with their strength to stand up for what is right for the women of this world." Preach it, Maren. Absolutely. And this is from the Crow Women, who are also contributing to the project, as is Maren. The Crow Women are saying, "We wanted to express our grief and outrage at the loss of reproductive choice and give voice to the goddess as she pours out comfort and strength to support us in working to regain our rights." That is from the Crow Women. So check out the Red Album and support us as we pull all the pieces together to make the release happen in June. And I do also want to let you know that, give me a second here. This is important so that you understand where the money will go once we release the album, where all the money will go that the album will create. So none of the artists are getting paid for this. This is all donation. This is all out of the goodness of our hearts and our time and our energy and creative forces. And let me tell you, me personally, I can't even count the amount of hours that I put into just the song part. And every one of the artists has put together a beautiful song. Our engineer, Rob, has been amazing working with all of us individually to get the best possible sound. So you will get a really, really high quality, dynamic product in the end. And all of the time, all of the hours, I can't even imagine together what we've already amassed in hours, and nobody is asking for a dime. This is all out of the generosity of our hearts. So the proceeds from the sale of the album will go to the National Abortion Federation and Elevated Access. The mission of the National Abortion Federation is to unite, represent, serve, and support abortion providers in delivering patient-centered, evidence-based care. Elevated Access, launched in April 2022, is a volunteer pilot network that flies people in private aircraft at no cost to access abortion and gender-affirming care. So those are the two organizations that are going to benefit from all the proceeds that come about from the Red Album. So check that out. All right. It's time for me to sing my Red Album song that I'm contributing. Let me get that ready for you here. And I'll tune it up again as well. All right. As we celebrate International Women's Day, and this is International Women's Month. I think it's international. I'm not sure, but this is Women's Month to celebrate all of the amazing, wonderful beings, women, those identifying as women, those of us who have lived as women. It's been quite a wild ride. And this is called The Power of the Goddess, which is what I am contributing to the Red Album. I'm going to get my lyrics. I've written so many songs now that it's very easy to forget lyrics. And those of you who don't know, I write and record a song every week, and I make those songs available to my Patreon subscribers. So again, over 200 songs available to you on Patreon, patreon.com/Celia Farran, and that is expanding and growing all the time. I'm adding new songs for my subscribers all the time, and my concert club members get all the concerts without any charge to them as well. So there's lots of different perks to being a Patreon subscriber of mine. This is called The Power of the Goddess. I wrote this song inspired by the fact that if you're born a woman, you are born with all of the eggs that you will ever have in your lifetime, which means the eggs that will create your children were being formed inside your ovaries when you were in your mother's womb. And then you can trace the lineage back. So the matriarchy of passing eggs down can't be broken. You'll hear me talk about in this song. So powerful that the line is unbroken from the matriarchy on to women, to women, to women, to women. So, just a little backstory so you can understand how this song works. Great grandmother, you held my mother in your womb. Grandmother, in your womb, my mother held me. And in the times I feel forsaken, you remind me to awaken to the power of the goddess flowing through me. The power of the goddess flows through me. The power of the goddess flows through you. Through our bodies, through our blood, you remind us who we are. We are precious, we are sacred, wild and free. Your great grandmothers rocked your mothers in their wombs. In your grandmother's wombs, your mothers rocked you. Now hear these words that I have spoken. The matriarchy can't be broken. For the power of the goddess lives within you. The power of the goddess lives in you. The power of the goddess lives in me. Through our bodies, through our blood, we are a force of womanhood. We are precious, we are sacred, wild and free. The holy grail of life's within us. Great grandmothers, sisters, daughters, the chalice well of life flows through us. Force of nature, love and pleasure, the holy grail of life. She is stirred and shaken to awaken the power of the goddess in you. The power of the goddess in me. Through our mysteries and blood, we are the force of womanhood. We are precious, we are sacred, wild and free. And hear me now, this cannot be taken from you, cannot be taken from me. And though so many have tried, the power within Power of the Goddess, and that is my song that I am contributing to the Red album. It's fully produced. It's got tons and tons of vocals on it, which is super fun. And I'm really excited to be able to share that whole album with you come June. So I'd like to share with you my quote of my reasoning of why I decided to be a part of the Red Album project. And this is what I am quoted as saying in the information. I believe wholeheartedly in personal sovereignty. Each person must have the right to exercise freedom to choose what they deem as in alignment for their own bodies, minds, spirits, and time. I am here to awaken and remind women of our undeniable worth and power. We are precious, we are sacred, wild, and free. Celia Farran, yours truly. So that's my value statement for this project. All right, let's move on. I promise you I will read all of your comments later. And I want to just keep the music flowing. All right, I am looking for something. Aha, found it. Haven't played my drum in a while. This is Thelma, my drum. Thelma, my drum. The guitar's name is Louise. We have Thelma and Louise. I know, it's fun. And this song is called Everyday Goddess, and probably my most popular song to date, depending on what circles you're in. This song really seemed to grab people, and I've sung it all over, and now it's become almost my moniker. People call me the Everyday Goddess. So this song goes out to all women, and you know, every woman, I believe, is a goddess, no matter her size or shape or story or who she loves, where she lives, what she believes in, how much money she makes, whether or not she's educated, if she decided to marry, who she wants to spend her time with. Every woman embodies the goddess, and that's been my creed since the beginning. And so I send this out to all who resonate with the feminine, all who desire to embody more goddessness every day. It's really no big deal. I'm just an everyday goddess. Here we go. It's really no big deal. I'm just an everyday goddess, doing all my goddess duties, trying to find a way. I am the maiden and the mother and the crone, but it's really no big deal. It's just another day. It goes ooh, 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 ooh. Come on, sing that with me now. Ooh, 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 yeah, from your soul. Ooh, 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 yeah, do it again. She's a mother off to work, driving in her car. She's a goddess in the elevator, rising like a star. They say she's working like a man, but they don't understand. She's dancing with the goddess in her heart. She's that woman on the phone, smoothing out a deal. And though her back is aching, she's a goddess in high heels. She works 6 a.m. to 3, and it may be hard to see, but the beauty of the goddess runs deep. Ready? It's really no big deal. I'm just an everyday goddess, doing all my goddess duties, trying to find a way. I am the maiden and the mother and the crone, but it's really no big deal. It's just another day. Goes ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on, sing it with me now. Ooh, 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 yeah, there's no words. Ooh, 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 yeah, do it again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She's a goddess in a skirt, long lean legs. She can drop down to your knees and make you beg. We are obsessed with her body, but we don't see that the beauty of the goddess lies beneath. She's a goddess on the job, a goddess in your bed, a goddess for the children, and she keeps a family fed. You must never treat her mean, always elevate your queen. She's the everyday goddess of your world. Ready? It's really no big deal, I'm just an everyday goddess, doing all my goddess duties, trying to find a way. I am the maiden and the mother and the crone, but it's really no big deal, it's just another day. Now, I've been singing this song a long time, and over the years I have had gentlemen come to me and say, Celia, dear Celia, we love you and we love the goddess, but Celia, dear Celia, what about us? I had nothing. For a very long time, I had nothing. And then I finally came up with a verse for the men, especially for the men who love women, who celebrate, honor, cherish, and uplift the women in their lives. I wrote a verse for those men. Would you like to hear it? Okay, good. Goes like this. It's really no big deal, he's just an everyday god, honoring his goddess every day, every way. He's a warrior, he's a poet, he's a king among men, but it's really no big deal, it's just another day. And that is for the awesome gentlemen out there, the gentlemen who support women. And this verse is for everyone. It's really no big deal, we're gods and goddesses here, brothers and sisters choosing a new way. We are hearts, we are souls, we celebrate our roles, but it's really no big deal, it's just another day. It's really no big deal, it's just another day. It's really no big deal, it's just another day. It's really no big deal, it's really no big deal. It's really, oh, I'm so sorry. Did I forget to teach you the gospel part? Oh yes, goddess, gospel, goddess, revival, we're bringing her back. It's really no big deal, it's really no big deal, it's really no big deal, it's really, now clap your hands. It's really no big deal, it's really no big deal, it's really no big deal, no big deal, it's really no big deal, it's really no big deal, it's really no big deal. One more, really no big deal, it's just no big deal. It's just another day. And that's one of the things that I absolutely adore about women. A lot of my female friends, we talk about this. Like somehow we find a way. We find a way, no matter what's going on, no matter what we're going through, no matter what is facing us that is mountainous, we find a way. And that is one of the coolest things about my female friends. We always find a way. And yeah, we hit bumps and we find a way. So, if you are still out there and you haven't donated yet, why not? There's a great project, the Red Album. Any donations that happen for this concert, I want them to go directly to the GoFundMe. I don't need anything for this. This is my gift to the project to help create more finances so we can get it out there and do it well. and do it really well. So check out those links. Thank you. Also, save the date for March 18th, where I will live stream my St. Patrick's Day Celtic Myth and Spirit concert, which is also a really fun concert. So check that out. You will need a ticket for that. This is free access, and we hope you donate. And I hope you'll consider doing that. But most of my concerts coming up have been all ticketed. So make sure you get a ticket so you get the access link so that you can watch the show. And yes, you can watch the replays after as long as you save your link. So check that out. All right. Thanks, everyone who tuned in this evening. And thanks for tagging friends and sharing this information. You can do that even if you're on the replay right now. You can share it anywhere, wherever it feels good, wherever it feels right. And we love it when you bring in friends and tag them and allow them to join us as well. I have one more song for you, but before I do, I'm going to do my shameless CD plug, which is really, you can buy the music and that's all cool as well, but what I really am hoping you will do is donate to the project. Of course, you can go to my Bandcamp if you really want the music specifically. There's a lot of these songs I'm singing are on my Goddess Songs compilations. So Bandcamp, celiaonline.bandcamp.com. You can go there. Most of the music is name your own price. There's also an Irish songs compilation there, so you can check out the Irish songs for getting into the month of March, which is oftentimes known for St. Patrick's Day and celebrating Celtic heritage as well. So check that out. All right, let me see what I'm doing here so that I can be organized as much as possible. So I'll do the shameless CD plug now with the use of Cindy, the looper who's at my feet. Haven't used her much for this concert. I will use her a lot more for the St. Patrick's Day Celtic Myth and Spirit concert, so come back for that. And Cindy's at my feet, and I use her for the shameless CD plug. Just a little information, actually, I'll start with, which is most people don't realize how the streaming works for numbers for artists, such as myself, independent artists. So we get 0.007, I think, cents every time you stream one of our songs, which means you would have to stream one of my songs over 2,700 times for it to equal $10 in my pocket. So streaming, I'm not saying streaming is bad. I'm saying streaming good. I'm saying if you stream the living snot out of it. Make playlists for your pets and put them on repeat while you are out at work or running errands. Make playlists and put them on repeat while you are sleeping. Find the artists that you really want to support. Make those playlists and play them and play them and play them. Even if you're not listening to them, it makes all the difference for the algorithms as well as for those little tiny cents adding up to mean something for us. So please do that. That's great when you do. And share the Spotify link and share the Apple Music link and share the YouTube link so that others can stream like the wind, as my friend David says. So check that out. And really donating directly to artists like Patreon has been great, especially with the shutdowns. It really kept me afloat and alive when I wasn't able to do live concerts and tour. So that's been amazing. And my Patreon subscribers are so glorious. I'm so grateful for you all. If you're out there watching, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my future Patreon subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you for going to that Patreon link and clicking yes and finding a donation that works for you. And then you get all this great content. So check that out. Also, a lot of people now do Venmo or PayPal. If you just want to put some money in the tip jar anytime, randomly, you're more than welcome to do that. Thank you for those who have done that and those who will do that in the future. So the shameless CD plug is actually, that was just information. Now I'm going to use Cindy the Looper to demonstrate it. You know that sound that you hear when you go into casinos with all the bells and whistles and the sounds happening all at once? I think it's quite mesmerizing, and I believe that they put a subliminal message in that sound. Things like, stay a little longer. No, this machine is good. You don't want to leave this machine. Oh, it's getting late. Maybe, you need to eat. Oh, you might want some drinks as well. Oh, it's getting even later. Maybe a room for the night would be good. I believe there are messages like that in that sound. And I thought maybe that would work for me. I'm a Midwest farm girl, so my my approach is going to be completely overt and not subliminal at all. But maybe I'll try their mesmerizing sounds. Let's see what I can do here with this. Here we go. Buy a CD, 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 buy all the CDs. Patreon, 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 donate, 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 donate. So you don't mind if I just keep this running after I'm done with my last song? The shameless CD plug, yes! You know, I figure if you have to do it, it might as well be fun. And thank you for all of the support for all of you out there. And yeah, people aren't buying CDs so much anymore, so it's not quite the same. They do when you're live in front of them in concert, but not so much online anymore. It's streaming. So stream like the wind. Make it all work and buy the CDs, because then if the internet goes down and your friends are crying because their playlists won't work, you can go to the closet, get out the boombox with the batteries, or if the power goes out, which happens around here a lot, and you can have music to play. So you'll always have a hard copy if you have a CD. So these are options, lots of good options. All right, that was the shameless CD plug. Let's move on to our last song. Get everything set up here for you. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming by. I know your time is precious, so appreciate that. And I promise I'll read all of your comments later. I don't even have the chat box up right now, so it won't distract me. Trying a new thing with that. Because I love hearing from you. It's awesome. Super duper trooper awesome. Awesome, yeah. All right. So what I'll do after this song is I might say a little bit more about the Red Album project, and then I'll play some music, like I haven't been playing music. I mean, I'll play a recording, and I'll say goodbye, and then I'll keep that recording going for a little while so that you can say goodbye in your chat rooms. I know if I push the button and it goes out, then some of the chat rooms don't work anymore. So I want to give you a chance to say goodbye to anybody that you've been chatting with, or say any last words to me, last thoughts. That would be great. All right. So this is called Butterfly Diva. It's also, I believe, only available on Patreon for my Patreon subscribers. Thank you to you out there. And this is just sort of a nice little sweet send-off. I hope you enjoy it. Well, Butterfly Diva, she knows the light needs the darkness to grow. She is delicate and divine. She's determined to shine, and she's made of courage. And Butterfly Diva, she sees the pain that brought you to your knees. Here's the portal that sets your soul free. She will show you the way to embrace your courage. Fly, little butterfly, fly, little butterfly, fly, with no fear of the dark. Fly into the mouth of the dragon, make him purr like a kitten with your beautiful butterfly love sparkle spark. Well, Butterfly Diva, she sees well, Butterfly Diva, she feels so deeply, but only the love is real. She's ready to show you the way to let it all go and embrace your courage. Fly, little butterfly, fly, little butterfly, fly, with no fear of the dark. Fly into the mouth of the dragon, make him purr like a kitten with your beautiful butterfly love sparkle spark. And fly, 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 little butterfly, fly. for you've been a long time alone in the dark in your beautiful butterfly room. Now's the time for your wings to take flight, to leave your cozy cocoon womb. 2, 3, 4. Fly, little butterfly, fly, little butterfly, fly, with no fear of the dark. Fly into the mouth of the dragon, make him purr like a kitten with your beautiful butterfly love. Sparkle, spark, and a fly. Little butterfly, fly, little butterfly, fly, with no fear of the dark. Fly into the mouth of the dragon, make him purr like a kitten with your beautiful butterfly love. Sparkle, spark, butterfly love. Sparkle, spark, butterfly love. Sparkle, spark. Butterfly Diva. I hope you've enjoyed the songs that I have gathered for you here today to celebrate International Women's Day and also to raise some awareness about the wonderful project called the Red Album Project, which I'm very happy to be a part of. And I'm very, very happy to share it with you and hopefully inspire you to be a part of it as well by helping us raise some funds for that. So I am going to say goodbye now, and I promise I'll read all of your comments later. Save the date for the 18th of March, where I'll be doing my Celtic Myth and Spirit concert live on the interwebs. And if you're in the Pacific Northwest, think about coming by in person for March 17th, Friday night. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till 8:30. I'll be doing my concert as well for the Celtic Myth and Spirit. And stay tuned ahead as well for April. I'll be doing an Earth Day concert. So Earth Day is coming up in April, and that will be a wonderful project here that I'll do as a benefit for an organization here on Whidbey. So check that out as well. All right. Let's see if we've got this going. Yeah. All right. Let's get the music going. This is called Lady Liberty. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for your donations. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. Bye.
Come and set us free. God is libertas. Align with us. And we the people who love the people of the world, singing free. Call for liberty. Lady Liberty. Where there is fear, guide us to love. Where there's darkness, shine us home. So when we stand as one, we never stand alone. So raise your torch and shine your light. Illuminate our human rights. Guide us to stand.